Hello and welcome to another load of rambling from a bloke who writes books from his garden shed. So Starweb, thank you ever so much to everybody who has firstly bought it and secondly who have reviewed it. Thank you for the really good reviews. Thank you very much. It does make a big difference. When you put a book out, you do wonder how people are going to react, and you've all reacted well, so that is great. So as a consequence, I am now working on the sequel, the Samarcian Chronicles, which I hope to get out middle of next year. It will follow on pretty much directly from where Starweb left off. So a couple of things I'd like to talk about today. What kind of things can we expect in the Samarcian Chronicles? Well, without giving any spoilers away, I think what's important that we talk about a little bit is obviously the world has moved on a lot since I wrote the original Minds of the Empire, Dominator the Third Player. It is a much more complex world that we live in, I think. But also I'm as you can see from the video, a lot older. So when I was younger, and I think this is true for most young people, the world is very much black and white, good and bad. And as we get older, we realise that it is more complex with the interplay of shades of grey. And pure evil and pure good, do they really exist? Well, that's a philosophical argument. That's probably not for today. So, as a consequence, the plot's a little bit more complex. You don't always know if your goodie is really goodie or the baddie is really a baddie. And I think that sort of reflects more of the world that we're in. Also, of course, we introduced the idea in Starweb of multiverses. Multiverses, multiple worlds, where the timeline splits and there isn't just one world, there are several worlds. And this is a concept that I will carry on with in the Samarcian Chronicles. So really, I think Starweb benefited dramatically from the new thinking that's come out of physics and astrophysics and quantum mechanics in the past 10 years. And I'm no scientist, so I'm simply nicking ideas to use in my plots. But the idea behind the multiverse and the multiworlds is absolutely fascinating. It really is. The idea that this is not our only timeline, that any decision we make splits the timeline, and there are multiple versions of ourselves doing lots of different things. Like in another timeline, I'm not in a shed. I'm sitting on a mountain talking to you. Maybe I'm not talking to you at all. Maybe the books weren't written at all. And so it goes on. So this idea of multiple worlds and multiverses is absolutely fascinating. And I think it is human nature to always want to make order out of chaos, that the belief that there is a reason for everything, and maybe there is, and maybe there isn't. And so we're kind of exploring with books now that we would like to think there's a reason for everything happening, but we're not so sure. So I'll leave it at that. So there's a lot of concepts still to explore with the new set of books, and I think new ideas that come out of quantum mechanics, astrophysics, physics are very important towards the plot lines. But hey, just remember, I'm not a scientist. I'm just a bloke writing space opera. Other than that, that's about it, really. The real world is still mad. So I really hope you enjoy disappearing into the other universes that we are creating with these books. Please keep on reading, and any comments, just give me a shout. Right, okay, that'll do for now. Got to do some writing. Goodbye all.